So either Jimmy or Nick Rovios, I'm not sure. He was at a watering hole called Arthur's that's since burnt down, drinking a lot. One of the chefs, who I know, said he's been drinking too much. Let's get him to a cab. We got him in the cab. He gave the cab driver. He went upstairs to his apartment. Never made it up the apartment stairs. Fell backwards and died. His staff found him the next morning. Had a broken neck. So, like I said, Woviotises lived here and had Ye Olde Tavern. One of the Woviotises lived with his mother, and the other Woviotis lived with his wife and 2 kids. The apartment, Ye Olde Tavern. Yep.
I remember that as a kid.
Yep. Oh yeah, in his heyday, oh my God, it was the restaurant to go to. You know, it was where everybody who's anybody, all the politicians came, everything. I mean, it was a big deal. Tuxedos. I came in my early 20s with my father because it was a special event for New Year's Eve. So in its heyday, it was crazy.
So do you know when this building was actually built?
I don't, but I know it has to be it's one of the oldest buildings in New London, this part of New London.
So you're probably looking at the 1700s?
I think probably.
Yeah,
now,
okay.
The original Ye Olde Tavern is actually that middle dining room. The front area that you're in, the main part of the restaurant now, used to be a banana company. That's where they brought all the bananas in.
Oh, okay.
Rumor has it, they also did bootlegging during Prohibition in this part of the building.
Okay.
The middle part was always the original restaurant. And the big room that my cousin told you, China, that used to be a liquor store. But you have people who are like in their 90s that are, you know, will come in and go, oh, I remember when. I don't know which one it was, Jimmy or Nick. This was one of the apartments that the Woviotis stayed in. I believe, because it was a smaller apartment, this was maybe where he stayed with his mother. One of the Woviotises stayed with his elderly mother. The other Woviotis stayed with his wife and 2 kids.
Okay.
So recently, as recent as this summer, Stash, our landlord, really tore everything down to just, you know, the studs. So up until a few months ago, there were still half walls and everything going on up here. So this is the staircase.
Okay, so this is a staircase they believe he fell down and he died. And then
he never made it all the way up to this flight of stairs.
And he laid here for...
Oh, until the next morning.
Oh, okay.
His staff found him the next morning. So there's no apartment above them. The function room is to the new restaurant, and this is the building.
Okay.
Like I said, yeah, this was the living quarters, and I really just don't know if it was this one or the other one.
So now, can you
Yeah.
tell us, like, what have people seen here? Have they seen...
We haven't seen so much as heard.
Okay.
Well, I can't tell you how many times we've gone into the restaurant. Lights that were off are on.
Oh, okay.
Kitchen, when we first got here, we had a plumbing problem. So we were watching the plumber. The next morning, the chef said, "Did you get here early?" I said, "No." The chillers were on in the kitchen, and the radio was on full blast. Now, it's an old-fashioned, it's not an alarm.
Yeah, right.
We're not listening to a plumber with music in the background. We're sober.
Yeah.
That was it.
Okay.
The first year I was here, we heard a big thump, New Year's Eve. And of course I did say, "Stop, enough, I'm not in the mood today." The girls, well, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if they're hallucinating at this point, but we have a brand new waitress that started. She thought Molly today said Tiffany. She said, "What'd you say?" Molly was on the other side of the restaurant saying what? She said, "Did you just call my name?" So I actually said to my cousin Rachel, all kidding aside, I got people coming in today. Are you fooling around? She's like, "I didn't say anything." I'm like, but my waitress Tiffany heard her name.
Huh.
She's the same one who won't go in that back bathroom too, right?
Well, that's another Tiffany.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They've heard noises in the back bathroom. Like I said, the lights are on, the lights are off. We had the fans that are in the main dining room. They don't work, except one day I saw it very slowly, just slowly moving. The other fan, which doesn't work, all of a sudden started to work. A heater never works. Turn it on, turn it off, turn it on. All of a sudden it was working. It's almost like whatever's going on isn't doing anything in a malicious way.
Yeah, right.
There's
right.
no, it's almost like, hey.
Just like they want
Hi.
to let you know they're here, and that's
Hi.
about it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've never, like I said, someone's like, "Are you okay to be by yourself here?" I'm here all by myself all the time. It's once, I almost think it's when somebody's new. Because when I was first here, literally, there was things all the time. And then nothing. And the new Tiffany.
Well,
The new
maybe
Tiffany
next week
just
when
got
we're
some-
here, they'll think we're new and we'll get some activity.
Just the new
that might
Tiffany,
work. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But
right.
like I said, it's got a lot of history. You know, there's been, like I said, at least the one death. But they were old established restaurant here. I mean, Wolviota's Place, that little road,
Mhm.
that's the shortest road, I think, in America, named after the Wolviota's family.
okay.
They still do annual dinners for them. So it was a big name. But like I said, you know, I don't believe in this stuff. I'm Catholic. I don't believe in spirits. But it always happens in here. There's and it's like I said, if you're looking for it, you might find it. I'm not looking, and it's always here.
Mhm.
It's always stuff going on. Am I afraid to come up here? No. The girls will not go up by themselves. They will not. No
Wonderful.
one's ever touched them, but they hear things, the lights. Like I said, Tiffany today heard her name.
Okay.
So,
Wonderful.
just saying.
Wonderful.
Like I said, I really, like I said, I'm not one of those people that says, oh, I feel the aura. I don't feel any of that, but I see it all the time. I'm like, damn. So my mom said, well, maybe Wolviotis thinks that the whiskey we leave out for the king is his.
Yeah, 'cause he used to be a whiskey drinker.
Listen, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
if he thinks it's for him and it's going to keep him happy, it's good for me.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem. Like I said, I don't believe in any of that stuff, but here's some whiskey. Back away slowly. Whatever. I don't care. But yeah, it's like I said, there's stuff that goes on really all the time in here. So when you were saying to me, you know, what do you think? I'm like, I would be more surprised if nothing happened. I would be very surprised if nothing happened because it happens all the time.
Yeah. Okay. And it's not just up here. Some goes
Oh,
on
no,
downstairs.
Downstairs
Okay.
in the bathrooms in China.
Okay.
All the time in the bathrooms in China.
Okay.
Because it was off the kitchen. You know, they spent a lot of time. Like I said, the only thing, we've never been in the function room, so
Yeah.
they could be having a party in there, but we're not up there, so we don't see it. But it's that corridor.
Yeah.
Because I always tell them, go upstairs. No, I don't want to go up there. I don't want to go up there. I'm like, go up there anyway. But, you know, we're in a restaurant. We're busy. Get in there. I don't have time for this. So they run together. Oh, yeah, they don't want to go. And like I said, it's not bad. They just get scared.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
It's the unknown.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, you go on, there's a light on, and then it's all, like I said, I came in 2 months ago. Like I said, we don't drink here. So it's not like, oh, we're having a party. I pay the electricity bills in this restaurant. I turn the lights off.
So, and Ann was also saying that at some point the alarms were going off here at night.
Yeah, the alarms were going off downstairs in the bar area. In the bar area. And there's nobody here. There's
Okay.
nobody here.
And those are like motion detector type
Yeah.
things?
And the thing about it is in fact, we had it, I said, replace it. We just had it replaced the other day. And the guy said, that's very odd. Because in order for the motion to go off, it's got to be movement and heat.
Mhm.
So for a burglar. He said, so we're not quite sure why. He took a plant and moved it, and it wouldn't go off. He said, it's two things. It's very sophisticated. It's got to have those two.
Okay. And since you replaced it, has it gone off?
We just had it replaced 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.